Hey everybody, welcome to Reading the Bible to Cats. Guster is he's just so hard to make out his features because he's so dark. He's so black. Um but he's so cute. I thought I would read a psalm and I just the Bible kind of fell open to Psalm 140, so I figured I'd read that. Oh man. So we'll just read it and then I'll say a prayer. What's the date today? Somehow I always like to date these things. Yeah, it's Thursday, October 3rd. Because you never know what's going on in the world um, by the time I post this. So yeah, it's October 3rd. So Psalm 140. For the director of music, a psalm of David. Rescue me, Lord, from evildoers. Protect me from the violent, who devise evil plans in their hearts and stir up war every day. They make their tongues as sharp as a serpent's. The poison of vipers is on their lips. Keep me safe, Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Protect me from the violent, who devise ways to trip my feet. The arrogant have hidden a snare for me. They have spread out the cords of their net and have set traps for me along my path. I say to the Lord, you are my God. Hear, Lord, my cry for mercy. Sovereign Lord, my strong deliverer, you shield my head in the day of battle. Do not grant the wicked their desires, Lord. Do not let their plans succeed. Those who surround me proudly rear their heads. May the mischief of their lips engulf them. May burning coals fall on them. May they be thrown into the fire, into miry pits never to rise. May slanderers not be established in the land. May disaster hunt down the violent. I know that the Lord secures justice for the poor and upholds the cause of the needy. Surely the righteous will praise your name, and the upright will live in your presence. Hey everyone, that's the end of Psalm 140. And I guess I would call this an imprecatory psalm. And now I have to get the official definition of imprecatory psalm for you. Hold on. Imprecatory psalm. Yeah, let me just read off the definition of that. And this is, yeah, well, I want a biblical definition. Let's see, definition. Okay, yeah. This is from Wikipedia. Imprecatory psalms contained within the Book of Psalms of the Hebrew Bible are those that invoke judgment, calamity, or curses upon one's enemies or those perceived as the enemies of God. Interesting. Yeah. Imprecatory is an adjective. I don't know why. Master of the obvious strikes again. But this is from Webster's dictionary. Dictionary. I don't know what's I don't know what's getting into me. I can't talk. This is from Webster's dictionary. No, this is Webster's dictionary. I don't know why it says 1828 here. But anyway, it's adjective containing a prayer for evil to befall a person. Gotquestions.org. Imprecatory psalms are those in which the author imprecates, that is, he calls down calamity, destruction, and God's anger and judgment on his enemies. Yeah, I mean, that's what King David is doing. it's interesting. When I read some of these imprecatory psalms, I think of my mother, and because she, I don't know how to put it. I've mentioned this before, but she would pray, and then she'd get very upset about the injustices of life, or certain people who were doing really evil things, or and so she would quote unquote pray against them. And I always felt like, Mom, we're supposed to pray for people, not against them. But I guess she was she was following in the steps of King David, and just laying it all out there for the Lord. Well, I mean, like I said, he's very raw, and he's being very honest, and that's his heart. That's what he feels. And he's not hiding his anger, or, he's just crying out for justice. And there are people who do evil, you know, and it's not like you can gloss over it. You know what I mean? So it's just very human, and it's kind of like righteous indignation. I know Jesus calls us to pray for our enemies, and I don't think it's mutually exclusive, though. You know what I mean? These two things in the Bible. But anyway, what else can I say? Yeah, this is an appropriate psalm for today, I think, because there are people who, you know, are violent and devising evil things, and are just very violent, and harm others. But the Lord here at the end of the psalm, is we can close with that. Verse 12, I know that the Lord secures justice for the poor and upholds the cause of the needy. Surely the righteous will praise your name, and the upright will live in your presence. Well, and I think verse 12 is really the heart of everything. The Lord secures justice for the poor and upholds the cause of the needy. That's his heart. The Lord's heart is for the poor and the needy. So there we have it. Well, I'll say a prayer. And okay, let's say a prayer. Lord, thank you for King David, and for his honesty, and that he was really, just transparent in his writing. And I mean, he was a prophet too, prophet and a king. And, his words are prophetic often. I mean, it's your word coming through him. So we know, Lord, you have a heart for the needy and for the poor and for justice, but you are near to the brokenhearted, Lord. So I pray for everybody out there who's listening, watching, who's struggling. Maybe they've faced really serious challenges, or are facing them, trials. I mean, hurricanes, maybe they've been affected by the hurricane. Maybe they're terminally ill or sick, or dealing with chronic pain, or have experienced betrayal in relationship. You have a heart for those who are in pain like that, and suffering, need. So I pray, Lord, that you would comfort the afflicted, and just like King David did, that you would give them courage to cry out to you and be honest in their prayers. And I pray for everyone, who's been affected by the Hurricane Helene, that you would comfort them and restore them, restore what's been lost. Pray for the peace of Israel. Thank you for protecting Israel from 180 missiles that were flying out that way, and I don't think any Israelis died. So thank you for the miraculous work you're doing to protect your land and your people. I pray that, you call us to pray, so we continue to pray for the peace of Jerusalem and for the peace of Israel and for your amazing protection over your people and your land. And for the hostages, Lord, pray for a miracle for them, the ones that remain. Pray for the, suffering Christians in every corner of the world, Lord, the persecuted church and those in lands who are in which they're oppressed. Lord, I think of Iran and I think of the Christians there, Lord, that you would protect them. And think of Christians in Lebanon and Gaza and elsewhere in China, all over the world, that you would supernaturally equip them with your strength and your joy. And I pray for my country during this election cycle, that it would be a peaceful transition of power, and that there wouldn't be violence. That's what I pray for. And I personally pray for joy, and I don't know, I need joy right now, and motivation, because I'm kind of sluggish. So I need motivation. Pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen, everybody. I don't know why I'm singing right now. Singing very poorly. Yeah. I guess that's all. Guster, you're so sleepy and you're lacking. Okay, thank you. Thank you for showing your fangs. And did you like the Bible reading? Squeeze your eyes if you did. Squeeze your eyes. Yeah, he liked it. All right, everybody. Oh, I forgot to pray for the animals too. Well, the animals are always in my heart. Lord, I pray for the animals. Thank you for creating them and blessing us with them. Pray that you would protect your little ones, your little furry ones and your big furry ones. And we just ask for your peace on earth, and for your kingdom to come, and for your will to be done on earth as it is in heaven. Can't wait for that to happen. Pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. That was like, how some people have a second dinner? That was like our second dinner, but it was our second prayer. All right, everybody. Bye.